Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to the final day of the Chongqing major qualifiers. As we get underway, there's a little sniggering going on, but we've got one big hype match for you here. We've got Team Liquid versus Team Secret. That's right, the golden platter. We've served the meal on it. I, of course, am your ever faithful host and companion, KillerPigeon. And joining me on the mic, another day, another Dota. I know he's just as buzzed as I am for this series, and Nahaz.
Yeah, I don't know if you could ask for anything more in a matchup. These are two captains in Puppy and Kuro that are both in the top 5 in all-time win totals in the professional game. They have faced off 61 times in professional matches, and Puppy holds the thinnest of edges at 31 and 30. Of course, got to be said, this is a seeding match. Both of these teams are already qualified through to the major, so we're not sure exactly how much tryharding we're going to get. In the first two picks by Liquid kind of imply that they may be having a little fun here, but I think it's a win-win, guys, because even if these teams are experimenting a little bit, this is a great opportunity for us to learn more about a very new patch.
Absolutely, and we can already see that from the picks coming out. I think the other thing to highlight here is, we looked at Team Secret so far on a whole other level. They might not, they might get a little bit frustrated or pummeled a little bit early on, as we saw in the TFT series yesterday, but they capitalize on a single mistake, and they're up against Liquid for a long time known as this team that just execute flawlessly in the mid to late game scenarios.
Right. I mean, both of these teams, we talked about in the series that we cast that they're the kind of team that you make one mistake and all of a sudden you're like, what happened to our game? I mean, we were doing exactly what we wanted to do. We were in this great position. One fight goes against us and you just don't get a chance to recover. And that's going to be especially true in this new patch. You're going to see that happen over and over, with towers being relatively less tanky, with the game being faster tempo, BKBs being a bit more powerful. And, there are going to be a lot of these meme lineups, Pudge and Techies. All of a sudden, you put a hero like Dazzle into the mix, it becomes a little bit scary.
Yes, especially the way that Matuma Man was playing that the other day with the mid Dazzle. The other thing to kind of highlight, makes Techies kind of relevant at the moment, is not only the fact he got a nice buff to his movement speed, which that hero really needed to do anything. It's the fact that with the map changes, especially if you're going aggressive on the dire side in that top lane, there's so many mining places and no one knows what's safe and what's not anymore.
Yeah, the first couple of series we cast together in these qualifiers, I mean, there were some unironic Techies bans against Zayats, right, of No Pangolier. And that happened because, he's a guy that just, when a new patch comes out like this and map changes, he just spams Techies and spams them in practice lobbies for a little while. And because you don't know the map, and because that's one of the big things that they did in this patch, there are now more choke points. So Techies, he can't necessarily just mine up a single choke point just like he used to after the reworks, but he can establish control of a lot of these points around the map.
That's kind of an interesting thing. We're seeing the Techies kind of sneak through. We still have
baby.
Oh, okay. There's the Invoker.
I mean, thank you. Kuro knows me. I mean, I love you, buddy. The Miracle Invoker. This is what I always want to see. I mean, for my money, he is the best spellcasting player that we've ever seen in the professional game. All respect to Dendy, all respect to what Ice was able to do, revolutionizing this hero. But, Miracle, and no one has vaulted up in that conversation, by the way. I give no one a lot of credit for pioneering this new sort of 2-2-2 build and variants where you're using your full complement of spells on this hero a lot earlier. But Miracle, I just have never seen anybody use all 10 spells on this hero with the degree of effectiveness that he does consistently.
The interesting thing to look at is going to be how this impacts Dazzle role on the team. Will it be a core Dazzle still? Because we saw it come into great effect in Team Liquid's last Dazzle run. But the difference there was that you get this solo XP. So you were ramping up very quickly compared to having to share that out. I guess you could argue Techies maybe isn't going to be too present in lane, so you get a lot, but then you're left alone.
Yeah, I think I don't think this can be a core Dazzle because I think you need some physical damage core, right? I mean, this patch, the meta was already going in this direction. But toward the tail end of 719, you saw it in TI, but this is still a very physical damage meta, and I don't think you can run something like single core Invoker, especially on the other side when Team Secret is just going to eat towers with this lineup. This is ridiculous. I mean, you can even, it's Mimi. Like, you can be stupid and pick Drow here if you really wanted to.
That there's Mimi and then there's Suicidal. Right? I don't
think
they
want
to be. They don't want to be accused of throwing the game, Alan. I'm pretty sure if you pick the new Drow, you're going to be accused at that point. If
Yeah,
you
it's pretty bad. It honestly is pretty bad.
if you
Like
want to
I
sneak it
saw
through, you could go Luna.
a bunch
maybe.
of a bunch of people in the new when the new patch came out were like, oh, draw OD might be a thing because it's now attack speed and you get the orb. And OD has the worst winning percentage not only in Dota but also in Artifact, so that's kind of not a thing.
Oof.
Yeah,
Can't win in
that
any
hero
game.
is garbage right now.
So interestingly enough, that you mentioned OD, the Luna would be better in combination with that if you're doing it in your pub games, folks. But if you really wanted to go super push, it would mean something like a Lycan mid or off lane, but this guy can sustain. It's a little bit different, but instead they'll go for the Sproinkinator. And, okay, Bristle coming out.
No hesitation. Well, there's your physical damage core, and honestly, now you could run the Dazzle in either core position. Now you could run the Dazzle, and they are going to. They're going to run the Dazzle as a probably safe laner.
Wait. There's a lot to talk about here. We've got GH Invoker, Miracle Techies,
oh my god,
Mind Control Pudge, Matumba Man Dazzle, and Kuroki is going to be on the Bristleback.
I love it. All right, this is a throwback. We're going to have some fun here. And by the way, Zai is most people probably already know this. Zai is a sick Enchantress. He is absolutely disgusting on this hero. His laning phase is just tremendously strong. I've always loved his builds. He was one of the first guys to go into these very heavy stat builds on the Enchantress. But yeah, he's a problem on this hero.
Most definitely. I just feel like Puppy Sin's like, all right, so you take this hero, you take that hero, and then someone, Mr. Pupan, have you looked at what your opponents are doing right now? He just looks up at the screen and goes, alrighty then, Liquid are doing something different.
And you can't swap anymore, right? So I mean, this is not going to be GH going back to the techies and Miracle Invoker. This is what we're going to see, boys.
No, this is locked in. Well, as a result of that, we know the heroes, we know the players are going to be on them, and we know that regardless of how this series plays out, it's already going to open with a very entertaining start as we get underway in game one. Well, Zai's already just kind of proclaiming here. He's like, well, our job makes sense. We've got our heroes. You see us on all the time. Liquid, game ball, play.
So let's see. What are our lanes going to be here? They are going to, I mean, Invoker mid is the one thing that we're pretty sure we're going to see.
It's looking that way. But actually, if you look at those starting items, you've got GH with a null, you got Matumba Man with a null, you've got Miracle with a null.
Everybody gets a null. I mean, the stat items are just so good now. And everybody's faring regen with the courier anyway. The only thing is, we saw MNT have a little bit of trouble on his Skyrath starting with the null talisman yesterday because he wasn't coordinating the early courier usage. You do have to be ready to ferry out that regen. Well, we're gonna mix it up here.
Yeah, look at this.
Already into the jungle.
They went super aggressive. Oh, Yapsor! Oh, jump back as well. The blast off on point. Yapsor gets baited in perfectly.
Let's be real. All of us would be tipping if we could right now. Come on, chat.
How often do you see something? I mean, Secret. They see this draft. They knew they had to get kind of sight on what's happening in the mid lane, and then they thought, well, actually, our composition makes it a lot easier to find kills. Let's get aggressive. But as a result,
and I don't even think you mind. I don't even think you mind having level 1 hook as mind control when you're playing with the techies anyway.
I think it's fine. Like, it used to be you get level 1 hook, then they did, of course, nerf it. The problem with Raw is how do you use it effectively? It's like you can use it to assist a little bit with CSing, but that's about it. It's not like you can run people down because the hero already moves too slow.
I mean, this is your classic core support dual mid, right?
Of course.
I love it.
GH, he's going to be chased off here. Mid want to do a decent amount of damage. So we got a 2-on-2 in mid lane. They should transition to the top eventually.
And GH, I mean, the roaming invoker. Sure, of course.
Used to be a thing. You remember when this...
Used to be a thing. Oh, God.
Do you remember when it first got changed and Colsat's like, oh, crap, this spell's insane when you can invoke at level 1. They're like, okay.
That was never really a thing.
Well, the Chinese teams believed in it for like a week and then realized it's still better as a core.
We're talking about a week. And they're going to set up to run a play on Zai down here too.
Maybe. They're getting him low. Miracle.
Yeah.
He can wiggle his little booty and go for this whenever he wants. But there you go. The healing comes out.
There's the bait. There's the bait. Oh, no. GH backed off. Oh, man. Miracle had him baited in.
TH just kind of, right now, is just wandering back and forth, not really committing to a lane. And this is a hero that doesn't want to be behind in terms of XP. So he's going to have to get involved somewhere soon. Is it the mid is the question, though. Oh, you did just see the Grave Chill used by mid one. If he steps up to about here, you can get him, but I don't see him falling for this.
Yeah, I thought we'd see a little bit more in the way of rotations. You know, you're going to see some action around the 2-minute rune, especially if it spawns top.
To my man, Grave Chill slow.
Forward, but this is a hard gank. Yeah.
Especially with Wave of Terror level. And look at this turn around a mid one. The Cold Snap
go.
comes out. They're going to move forward. They don't have the Poison Touch anymore, but there's a lot of damage. GH tank in
the
the tower.
Not
They
quite.
can't do enough. Although they get him. He actually takes out in the end, but Timmerman gets the kill. GH will get clipped by Illuminate, but Mind Control. Oh no. That 2-minute rune we talked about.
Wow, that's 2 points of Shadow Poison. I did not think he quite had that up. Man, that's skill. And MC is just sitting there.
He's like, dude, which one do you want, Haas? Which one are we going for?
He's just memeing it up, man.
Oh, there we go. Puppy's the target. He was waiting for the level 2. And now they can easily find it. The hook. He says bonus kill over here, folks. Let's go. Mid one gets caught as well. But Timberman tanking up. Fairy Fire. He goes down afterwards. Mid one will fall next. And Mind Control does go down to the tower. And it's turning into a party in the mid lane, folks.
Oh, man. You don't go quad mid. No big deal.
We're not quite at that point. Meanwhile, in the top lane, everything is quiet for these two. Nisha and Kuroki just doing whatever they want. Just hitting creeps. There's no one who really dies here.
Yeah, Kuro's like, hey, man. When we first made Secret, I was the carry, all right? I just want to hit creeps. Get out of my lane.
It's like they were thinking back to the good old days, and he remembered them, and then he just picked this, and everyone's like, I don't want to play Bristle this game. So I was like, I don't want to play Bristle. Don't worry.
I mean, he was arguably the best carry in Dota for a while. At least looked like it on that team.
Most definitely. Some infamous heroes for him as well. Chaos Knight was his speciality. If they drafted it, he would still sometimes take it. More recently for Liquid.
So, the ward spots out the GH rotation there, and GH is going to know now that they have vision there. I mean, you're tanky, dude, but Untouchable's not really going to help you here.
This is where people are going to start thinking Enchantress counter as techies.
Oh, God, please, no.
I know a few people will try and justify now, whether it's Slacks, Cart, or someone else. Mind Control. The runes, really? Punch runes all the time. He's going to move straight on the mid one here. Magic Missile comes out, but they're going to just run him down. Mind Control just moving through. There it is. They can go for more if they want. Puppy being slow. Mind Control just teasing him. Well, this aggression in the mid lane is all but crippled mid one. We have seen him come back from worse starts on a Visage just yesterday, in fact. But man, oh, the hook away.
Oh, the save.
Liquid, so, shall we say, secretized, organized rather, the way that they kind of cover each other and drag each other away on such low HP each time we see them engage like this.
And it's a nice play because Matumbaman's 2-0-2 and does not have a skill point save, so he could not have saved himself there. Now, it's actually, I mean, it's funny, right? It's obviously memey, but Visage kind of hates his life right now because Rot just screws with his cloak, right?
No, absolutely. And the poison touch as well. There's so much that screws him over here.
Exactly. You get so many damage instances.
And they're so in and out so quickly on the side of Liquid. There's an XP advantage for Matumbaman already. He's almost level 5. Visage only hitting level 4 just now.
And by the way, Miracle is level 5. This is a level 5 techies. I mean,
it is. They're going to get rid of his mind as he tries to protect Mind Control. Mind Control trying to move through. Magic Missile's going to be there. There he turns around the blast off. Gets the deny. Gets the kill on the Puppy. And no, Mind Control. He got the deny as well.
That was actually insane.
Secret get absolutely nothing out of that, and they invested a lot more than Liquid did in trying to get that. Meanwhile,
he's crazy.
Again?
He popped into the Illuminate. Wow. Mid one just he just hates his life right now.
The pain he is experiencing. At least Nisha is being left to his own devices, but the problem is you look at this, Kuroki is already starting to build a slight net worth lead.
This is crazy. Liquid's like, yeah, we're a meme lineup. Oh, wait. No, actually, this Dazzler hero is disgusting.
With the triple null.
He's 2 levels up. Look at this.
He's out harassing 2-on-1 here. And occasionally GH shows up,
Oh.
but not often. There is a sentry
And
down, so they
Crow's got
spot him.
6-minute Vanguard. This is actually kind of insane.
Because I'm looking at this as well. The thing is, it's GH, there it is. The sentry paying off. Can they finish him? No, he doesn't get out of range. They still see him just barely. The soul assumption did go out in time. Mid one is going to get low. He shouldn't tick out, or will he? Oh, no, not like this. The tango's not enough.
Are you serious, Ice Frog?
He ran away at a decent point as well. He had like, what, almost 200 HP when he escaped?
Ladies and gentlemen.
The new Venomancer. And I think the other concern I'm looking out for Secret is not just this bloodbath that's favoring Liquid in the mid lane. It's also the fact that when your other part of your push lineup gets online, right? This Lycan, because the Bristleback's doing so well, wherever you go, he's going to mirror the movement.
Look at Yapster's items.
What's the absolute? Oh my god!
He's rushing a
regen. Needs the regen. Oh, they're gonna get the kill in his eye.
Oh, goodbye.
And while that's happening, they do get GH in the mid lane as he starts to dive the tower. Puppy's gonna get low from the poison touch, but it won't be enough to give him a touch of death. He'll be fine. He'll walk it off. But this is
I'll tell you.
Every time you think you find a game, it's like Liquid's finding a bigger one.
Standard 0-2 and 5 Invoker at 7:30. You know, this roaming Invoker. All right.
You die for my team. You know, hey, this is the next level strat, Alan. What happens is your opponents get very leveled, and then you start getting involved in these kills even more, and you catch up. You don't need to be in lane all the time. You just need a very strong Dazzle, very strong techies.
I'm like already racking my brain. I want to see this double coddle. I think that's actually going to be disgusting. I mean, we're gonna see it at like 12 minutes too. That's the thing.
Doesn't matter what Yaps was playing. He's playing the same game. Last time he was actually playing the hero itself, Enigma, so he didn't really need to put a big refresher to get that effect. But this time around,
by the way, that I mean, this is just this is a level behind Bristleback that is just like such a pain in the ass to this Lycan.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. With the Vanguard, like, what do you actually do to him now? You do nothing. He's just as annoying back. All the while, this mid lane, like, you can see it. Mid one immediately says, okay, I got 6, but I'm not pushing any towers with it. I'm just farming.
Oh,
no top lane.
is.
Kuroki. Oh, he hasn't got the mana. He's going to go Phoenician now. No. Oh, if he procs the quills. If he procs the quills right now, he can't get it. Going to turn around. Kuroki, the quills. Oh, so close. Isha will be fine, though. And Kuroki will remember the importance of buying mangoes.
Yeah.
I love what's happening in the mid lane.
I haven't played that offlane role in a while.
Look at the mid lane right now. This is the XP recovery lane for the supports of Liquid because we just said mid one doesn't want to be there.
No, mid one's not sure where on the map he wants to be. I mean, he's got his birds, but you know,
a little
bit off on the hook by mind control.
You miss 100% of the hooks. You don't shoot, right?
All right, Wayne Gretzky. Come on, you're not Trent.
To be honest, let's be fair. He's not throwing them. It's more like he's shooting them the way they move, right? That just doesn't make sense. It's not possible for hooks to go like that. Die?
Are you applying logic to Dota?
I try sometimes. I'm trying to help you do your job. Do you really want to get on the discussion of core techies? No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, no, please.
Please,
just
back to the physics.
Forget those two words were ever said together.
Sai. He needs to be careful. Look at Miracle's movement. Booty's getting... What the hell? Look at the trees!
What in the world?
Look at the trees! Oh my god!
Oh my gosh. And I love that the greatest part about that is that they're desperately trying to cast each other at the end. Mind Control's trying to throw the hook there to get the last hit.
I don't think that was even... No, that was not Mind Control. That was Zai's trees, right? I believe that was all Zai's trees. He was the only one with that many slots free. He put himself in that scenario. Mind Control, being chased onto here. Can he get the deny? No. Not quite.
And that is the problem with the low armor of the Pudge there. You get absolutely chewed through by those birds. You feel tanky, but
top
armor is just so huge.
Yep, so he throws out the Will-O-Wisp. It's going to buy him a little bit of time, but the Quills will finish him off. And that's a big ulti on a big cooldown. Raiding Corey went down, though. Mid lane. Aggression coming in. They're trying to get the tower. Secret, no, they need to get the push going now, because if they wait a few more minutes, they will never be able to deal with Liquid. And you need to get Kuroki here. Kuroki's the only one that can deal with this death ward. Instead, they're split pushing. Miracle.
Kuro, like, guys, come on.
Oh, hook it.
I'm just trying to hit creeps
Big
here.
SI. Hit creeps, hit heroes. Makes more sense. So they forced the aggression away, actually, with that kill. Because it looked like Secret wanted to back off. They'd seen 1 or 2 TPs, but...
Yeah, okay. And this is good. They're going to bring Kuro up. They're going to farm this camp, and then they'll set up for a counter push. All right. That's reasonable.
Well, they feel like they can actually get effective trades. I mean, you saw Miracle the entire time in the bot lane. He did take the tier 1 on his lonesome.
Meanwhile, we're set up for a little bit of clash in the jungle down here as Nisha is taking the stack, and the Tumbleman's going to realize.
He has got the shapeshift. Nisha's going to be forced to use it, though, and that's just to run away.
Right? Because I think Liquid's going to try and set for a counter push. He's running right up through the Liquid team.
Oh,
That almost hits!
Not quite. They body block it. Says you can have the troll summoner instead.
Oh, he finds a DD rune because, of course. What other rune would there be?
I mean, he can't do anything but farm with it, though. It's not like he's going to run into the Roche pit.
He's not going to run into the Roche pit.
Things could be more disgusting, Alan, all right? I know that. I know I'm saying that in a game that has
Dota.
techies.
It could always be worse.
Speaking of that techies, Miracle, because he did that tier 1, this just opens up Farm Central, and he wants to make sure Secret can never farm there. Top lane, GH.
Yeah, nice.
Have you heard of detection? Maybe if you weren't just rushing a refresher, you'd have a few sentries or dust. Oh, the pings come out. Gonna turn around side. Slows down with the Ghost Walk. The hook across gets him. Yeah, Howl will not change that outcome at all, Mr. Lycan.
Yeah.
And Yapsor just going to try and slow down this push a little bit because he knows what's going to happen to this tower. Well, he doesn't realize what's going to happen to him. EMP is going to be dropped. The cold snap's there as well. And that is a very dead keep with a light. The hook.
Oh, and the hook too. He finishes the TP. Puppy is
with the swap away. It's going to be close, but going to run him down. And GH, tornado up. Going to actually escape from Nisha. Puppy won't be so lucky to escape from the 2 from Liquid, though. Bird's coming in. Mind Control. He says, not again. I have no armor. Not like this. Can he get the deny? No. He won't get it.
Yeah, Wolves might not need armor, son, but you do. Look at Miracle, though, happily farming her way down here. You were saying this. He's controlling such a wide area of the map.
This is...
And Nisha, look at that's Nisha's like, guys, come on. Look at what's being done to me here.
Please, I can never... There's too many ramps. Well, this is the difference between watching like an FNG techies and watching core techies, right? FNG, famous for playing around his own jungle area, whereas an aggressive POS 1 techies, he's going to be playing in his opponent's jungle. There you go. That's some deep techies analysis for you.
Yapsor is level 9 at 14 minutes and is 1k off his refresher. Oh,
and then
never stop being you, man.
Then into the Octarine afterwards, of course.
Oh, of course.
Just stand to
our
keep
support
alive.
invoker is buying alliance because why would you not?
I mean, you know, this is a more active call. You know, you get the Ags. Usually it's just screw it. You can make sure you don't die. With the Will-O-Wisp, though, you're going to assure some kills.
No, but this is why MC's my boy here. He's got the 4 bracers. He's not playing around.
He understands. He wants that extra mag resistance with his passive. He's feeling pretty good. Oh, wait, no, they changed it, didn't they? Removed the passive.
Oh, he's got good position
Die
here.
again. Every time. Have you seen an Enchantress pummel so hard now?
And,
Think of those
Puppy,
wolves. Here they come in. Oh, tornado. Look at the lineup. Puppy caught well mind control.
But
he can't get the deny
Nisha.
again, but Puppy's going to go down. The Will-O-Wisp gets dropped. Kuroki can't get the calls out, but now the
Grave,
big one
Grave.
instead. Matuma the Grave on him. They're still going to chase through Nisha. He wants his kill, and Matuma knows he's gone. It's all up to Kuroki, but this is where the kiting comes in. Because Bristleback's effective at this stage, but not when his whole team is dead.
Although, I mean, you say that. I don't know that they have the material to kill him here.
Well, they can't kill him, but they can kite him.
Re-engage at the backside.
Yeah, you see GH coming back in. Of course, he couldn't do more than what he did because of the cooldowns on his abilities. All the while, Miracle doesn't get involved. It's the typical Techies experience. GH, cast
Okay, and
reveal.
Zai finally carries detection. He's
And now
just kinda
Kuroki.
tired of that.
Kuroki's all alone now. But he has found Yap, so he says, whoa, 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 you want a refresher? I'm going to slow that down a little bit. Come back here.
I don't think they can deal with this without shapeshift.
They can't. If Zai continues, Kuroki can just turn around with the quills.
Absolutely.
Oh, the hook! Mind control!
You've got to be kidding.
He finds him again. Turns out, Mind Control
fucking
really, really likes his deer extra rare. Just you don't even have to stick it in the oven. Just carve it up.
Venison, baby.
Poor little Bambi. Have you actually?
He's like, you know, Bambi's mother dies at the end. I'm the reason.
Oof. Oof. Now we just need like a hunter cosmetic for a Pudge. And speaking of that Pudge, Nisha, the dismember's coming off cooldown. Does he want to do this?
That ward has done work for them, honestly.
Yep, they're chasing on mind control. Swap back's going to be there. They purge him up, slow him down. Tornado through gets rid of the army, but it's going to come back down. Hook through. He says, Yapso, you come with me now. This shallow grave mind control is still alive. But Timmerman in a little bit of trouble, though, because he used that shallow grave. He'll fall instead. And mind control, can he? No, he doesn't actually go for the deny. He just tries to walk away, and Nisha slaps him down.
Yeah, that's where Timmerman forgot for a moment that he was...
He's like,
you don't want to use that grave on your Pudge there.
He's like, oh, wait, I'm the damage.
Buddy.
Oh, dear. All the while, like, you look at what they're doing in the mid lane, and you go, oh, wow, Secret is striking back. But all times, you look at the top and the bot. And while he's not there now, the techies usually is he did actually get killed.
But Kuro's a problem. He's got Vanguard Radiance in 17 minutes on his bristleback.
This is where you're going to see an announcement from Kuro saying, I'm going to be playing POS free, at least, at the major, because I got a taste of gold and I'm sick of not having it. And look at this push once again. Kuro's just straight there.
Opioid.
How do you kill him now? It's impossible. The missed chances as well. You can try and go for the towers, but...
He's just going to walk his bristle right into the middle of this summon stack, and he just doesn't care.
The thing is, right now, they are being reactive, and that's good for Liquid because it stops these pushes that Secret desperately need. But you want to see this Bristle able to just shove down a lane and take towers.
But look at how sad Nisha is. He just like walked into his own jungle and found one creep on like 10% HP in each camp and is like, oh.
We're doing this now, are we?
I was gonna TP to farm my own jungle. That's like BM from Kuro.
It's one of those things I've heard people go, why don't you just do this? Like, well, because you're not getting the gold yourself. But yeah, BM value more than anything. I'll take Kuroki. Nah, he doesn't. He can't get the Korya. It was very close to him.
All right.
That is the Hyperstone
MC
coming
is
out.
Maneuvering here, but does not.
What's the target?
Back up quite yet. GH is coming in.
Yapsor is very deep here. GH moving across. Tornado through. The EMP's there as well. He's got the cold snap at the ready. Yapsor's going to be found, but this is a fast old man on a horse. Oh, mind control. Just blind hook right now. Oh, so close.
That was actually so close.
So, have you ever done horse riding, Alan?
Shut up. I knew you were going to go there.
Like, can we get... I was just thinking, we could, like, get you a skin in the game or something. That'd be pretty cool.
I have ridden a horse before. Yes,
all right, so we need to get the...
You're hilarious.
The keeper of the stats. The keeper of the stats skin.
There's already a Kalo guy.
You're a different one. Kuroki, oh, they're getting low here. The back foot, they're going for a kill on Anisha. They might be able to get him, but Kuroki, he's still alive. Not for long, though. Magic Missile, he'll go down. And wait, they didn't even get Nisha. He escaped. Gonna go for a different one, though. Zai gonna get low. There's gonna be the Ignis has dropped down. The refresh is up for Yapso now. Mind control in a lot of trouble. And look at this Matuma, man. He won't even get a chance to grave. Ruining the spot. And he keeps turning around to look at those very entrancing balls.
Refresher coddle, guys. It's a thing.
Before 20 minutes as well. And they are going to walk into the pit.
I mean, he knows he's screwing with my stats.
It's
an all-time Pro Dota 2 record, guys.
Do you feel like you're sitting here going, I think that wouldn't be the timing. I don't think they've ruined my stats if there wasn't a techies that doesn't do anything. What I don't
understand is I don't care. It's fun as hell.
It's just, I'm just watching Miracle every time. It's like, you go and get involved in the fights, buddy? He's like, nah, eventually I'll just take my base casually.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, didn't even get the rune. That's a sad yappy. Oh, look at Arcane Rune for Miracle as well. Mind control is so nice. What a generous fellow. So where's Kuroki going next is what I want to know. What is the next item he is targeting?
He's probably finished Crimson. Like Crimson is actually disgusting in this game.
Most definitely. But I know Mind Control would appreciate it. He's probably like, please, El Capitan, please.
If he were trying a little harder in this game, he probably finishes Crimson before Radiance because he probably doesn't die in that last little spat behind the tier 2 if he's got Crimson Guard. That damage block is just going to be so sick against these summons.
PH has been found. How's he going to escape this? He doesn't want it. He says, Miracle's here. Let's go in. The blast off, but there's a Shadow Blade. A Shadow Blade from the Enchantress. They're going to chase on the Miracle here. He's rooted up. He's already used the Yules. He's got no escape plan.
Yeah.
And they thought they were doing something cute there. Turns out they were the ones being tricked. As mid one, well, he's started to look like he's in this game for the last few minutes, which is impressive considering that rough lane.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. This Visage is actually decently farmed with the Atos there to go on top of the value items and Medallion Courage. Early Vlads in this pack is a thing. I've seen now 5 different heroes rush this item. Armor is substantially more valuable.
Uh-oh. Kroki's been founding. This is going to go down. And this Bristle isn't feeling tanky. Like you mentioned that Crimson Guard before he had it, but I don't think he didn't even activate it.
No, he just bought it in. And the other thing is, you've got to talk about the potential of the Ignis to change the orientation of the Bristleback, so that passive doesn't do nearly as much. You know, it's kind of like a mini duel in that respect.
Oh, you're right. And Button Man goes down as well. He had the Shallow Grave, but he knew he couldn't use it because the Centaur was on him all times, courtesy of the Lycan. Tornado through just to make sure Mind Control doesn't join his 2 cores in the grave. But this is looking rough for Liquid. Things are starting to turn around. GH, you can go Invis, but they see everything.
Yeah, this is and Miracle. Meanwhile, just kind of happily farming away. He's like, I'm almost got my eggs, guys. No worries.
I think they're gonna sit down after this and goes, well, the Techies was a nice idea. It wasn't too bad to start off with, but kind of hasn't done anything for the last 5 or so minutes.
No, I mean, come on. The beginning and end of their team discussion after this match is gonna be lol. I mean, it's, you know, this is right up there with those 2000. They're having fun.
Nisha used a shapeshift, which meant the Mind Control's hook did not connect. They'll take this tier 2. Assault on high ground will be the interesting part. Swap. Look who they got. They put the Bristle in. Kuroki 3 deep. No Crimson Guard coming out still. This stun look is too much. And they don't die.
It's an active item, Kuro.
With Timberman, he's going to be fine here. As the Tornado comes through. Lycan, the shapeshift is actually ended. The cold snap's going to be the swap out with Timberman. He's outside his base now. He's rooted up the spot. The Shallow Grave's going to be the end time. Puppy will go down at least. But now Mind Control is going to melt through him. And they'll turn around for the Dazzle afterwards. And suddenly, they are in your base.
Yeah. And this is Secret's lineup saying, all right, we're tired of dealing with this crap.
Don't worry, though. Look at Miracle.
Miracle's still playing PvE. I mean,
he's going to cut the wave, but they're going to cut right through your heroes. Mind Control, he just fought back for this. And he's going to go down again.
MC.
Who do you hook? Who do you hook? There you go. Straight for the throne. They go, surely Miracle has to turn up to get involved at some point.
Like, guys, I cut the wave. I cut the wave. We're fine. We're. Oh, wait.
Oh, no, not the Ignis. That's 2 down. Will-O-Wisp, he arrives, and he didn't want it because now he can't even get the blast off. He's going to be stuck here. They get 1, they get 2. The buyback comes down from GH. It's all on Bristleback, but your throne's about to fall. Here you go, Kuroki. How many quills do you get out? Not many when they don't attack you. And it looks like Secret are going to be taking game 1.
It's funny, right? We always talk about how things in Pro Dota work differently, but this is exactly the techies that I see in my pub.
Well, it was definitely an interesting experience. Honestly, yeah, we know they're having a laugh. Like you said, it'll be lol afterwards. But other than how that transitioned where you just didn't have Miracle able to get involved in the fights, they actually made the Roman Pudge and the Roman Invoker work really well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's funny about it, right? Is that the early game was tremendously entertaining, and I mean, they made mid one life absolutely miserable. But he comes back, and I mean, he's tied with Nisha for the highest level in the game, barely behind him in hero damage. He came back in a very, very big way in this game, and you know, so just by the way, guys, just for the record, okay, for those of you playing pubs, you get in and you use your Crimson before the tower dies, right? Because that does work on towers. But yeah, anyway.
Did he actually? I don't think he activated that Crimson once.
No, I don't. I think he bought the Crimson and then died twice without activating it. But you know what? That's okay. You're still the best captain in Dota. It's all good.
It's like, you know, reflecting, as we said, the techies. Maybe they'll draft it again. Maybe the techies wasn't the problem, Alan. Maybe it was the rest of the draft. All right, ignore how it looked. Techies is the answer.
Yeah, that's just never an idea that I'm going to endorse. I mean, I just love Yapsor ends the game with refresher, point booster, boots, and smoke. He's like, I'm still a support, guys. How about the smoke?
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
good.
Oh, wow, that's thoughtful. Let's see. I don't think he brought a single ward. You know, if
No.
no, he did. He brought an obs. He is a support. There we go.
Look at, I mean, I'm telling you, that's 155 gold that could have gone to your act. What do you?
Efficiency. I mean, he's still screwing up the stats for you, but not as skewered as it would have been. What I want to know is whether we are going to see the techies next game, whether we're going to see Team Secret now one game up, try the techies themselves. There's a lot of questions that we're going to want to have answered, but we won't have them answered at least for a few minutes. We're going to go to a break, and then we'll be back with Game 2 between Team Liquid and Team Secret. And this one looked fun, so I'm pretty sure you don't want to miss the next one.